Hello everyone, it's Neil here from the Save Oasis Swindon campaign. I was the event organiser of the Oasis 50th fireworks display last week, and I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that came along last week. It was absolutely brilliant. I couldn't have asked for a better evening. We put a lot of planning and stress into this event. It was a big gamble. Obviously, we relied on so many things to go right. We managed to get the dome lights working again. We had a perfect evening with the weather. We had a full moon. We had a massive crowd. It was absolutely fantastic. We had Swindon 105 come down, helped us with the PA system. We had my friends Ivo Graham come down, and also Michael McDonald as well, to do some live music. I couldn't have asked for a better night. It was absolutely brilliant, and it was overwhelming. Like, I'm not being biased, but you know, I grew up in Swindon, and this firework display was probably the best firework display I've ever seen in Swindon. It was so spectacular. Above that grade 2 listed dome, it was absolutely awesome. The social media comments I've had have been overwhelming. I've had people say that these fireworks, some of them were saying it was better than London. Some people were saying it should be an annual thing at the Oasis. The feedback I got was incredible. And then we had all that media coverage over the weekend. I was on BBC and ITV. They covered this event. We've had a massive reach. And then yesterday, Ivo Graham was talking about this on Channel 4. Absolutely brilliant. So I just want to thank everyone who came along, and also the people that crowdfunded this event as well, and the sponsors as well who donated money towards this as well. I also want to thank the marshallers, the volunteers who came here from 1 o'clock that day. We had to set the cordon up around the whole Oasis site some hours before the fireworks lifted so that it could be safely launched. So thank you very much. They stood in the freezing cold. All the people that turned out here, families as well, they turned out in the freezing cold. That's how much the Oasis means to them. You know, they were stood in the cold. So it was amazing to see that. So thank you very much for coming along. You know, it was such a great event. You know, I was giving out glow sticks to the kids as well. It was such a perfect atmosphere. We had Chick Carvel come down, who was the original manager of the Oasis, who opened this 50 years ago on the 1st of January 1976. He did a speech, which was brilliant. We had Tony Hillier, a community poet, speak about the Oasis, which was fantastic. And obviously Ivo Graham helped me with a countdown. It was absolutely brilliant. It was spectacular. And it was a massive community effort. And on top of that, obviously the drone footage was spectacular. I also want to thank Distant Thunder Fireworks for putting on such an amazing display for us. It was incredible. And also Droney Productions for putting on such an amazing footage of the fireworks from their drone footage. Absolutely incredible. You know, as you can see, it's made BBC, ITV, unbelievable, and it's had so many views on social media. So thank you very much for that. I'm literally speechless even now. Like, I'm gonna have to put one of these pictures on the canvas. Honestly, it was absolutely brilliant. And then after the event, Ivo Graham invited me down to the glue pot, and we had a celebratory drink, and he bought me like a cake to celebrate, which was brilliant. Honestly, it was the best night of my life. Thank you all so much for coming and supporting this. It was an amazing event. We were so lucky that everything lined up so perfectly. You know, it was incredible. And also, lastly, I want to thank Keep Swindon Tidy, who came here yesterday to help us clear up the site, and they've picked up so many bags of rubbish. I've counted about 30 bags of rubbish from the event. So this site is now immaculate, clear of rubbish. So thank you very much for that. Amazing. This was a massive community effort from everyone, from the fundraising to coming along that evening. Huge turnout. It was brilliant. And you know, it's clear that families are desperate for this place to reopen the entire Oasis site back. And over the coming months, new planning applications will be coming out for this site. It's important that you keep focused on the latest developments for the Oasis site, and when the new plans drop, that you submit your feedback to the council. And it's very important that you keep pressure on the council and emphasise how important it is and how strongly you feel about the whole Oasis to return. Not just the pool. We want the whole complex back, rebuilt, fully rebuilt. It's the least they can do. So once again, thank you very much. Honestly, that night was incredible. It was the best night ever. It really was good. Thank you.